Hello everybody. Hopefully you can hear me all right. Are we on? Hello? Hello, Mappuccino. Thank you, Finn. Stepping in, thank you. Hello, Not Kira. Hey, Cass. Hey, Lurking. Hey, Jolly Han. Hey, Lady Mearden. How are you? Excited to smash space trains into each other? Good morning, One Star. Alright. It is ramming time, yeah. Okay, so I learned something which I think should go on the record, alright? So, basically, hey Marigold, hey Avisa, hey Herbert. So basically, the rest of your fleet comes in when you lose ships. So actually, in that last game, no, I literally just went in and asked why my other ships didn't arrive. Right now, they do arrive if you retreat. But what that means is that I actually took out twice the number of battleships with my force. So it makes me a brilliant commander, a brilliant space commander, right? And you've been mocking me, but actually, that was an incredible battle. So I just want that to go on the record. Somebody can tell Reddit, just to make sure that this is like, we're still on the second battle, and it's been a while. This is Imperial propaganda. Yeah, it is. Admiral Spire. Crams on it. On the note of other actors, as you know, my timetable's a little bit disrupted at the moment. As are other people. They're working on various projects. Hope to get Dan on soon. And currently talking with Michael. Maybe this week. If not, then I get the internet at the next place in about a week. And then hopefully you'll see more people coming in. Hey, thank you, Keta. That's lovely. Much appreciated. Dan has not forgotten about you, believe me. He craves 40k. Hey, 40, thank you. 7 months, eh? Wow. From the beginning, no? From the get-go. Reddit's in shambles without Cram. Hey, Prickly Triangle. All right. Let's dig in then. Have another go at this game. Dan's hand got stuck in the sink trying to fish that eyeliner out, and he's been there ever since. Quite possible. He could be in the next building. Maybe he's moved in. Hey, you. You'sh be gone. Okay, have good luck. Thank you, Elkenen. Oh, man. That's very kind of you. Very kind. Snip and clip every tip. Dan is in my new flat. Well, it's slow but steady, so it's not hurting too much, because often you wrench muscles when you move, right? You're doing too much hefting. So I've kind of lightened my loads, and I'm taking my time with it to avoid injury. Alright, anyway, I'm prevaricating. Let's get in, because there isn't much time. And I know a lot of people are here for the 40k, so let's go. He's lost in the otherworldly maze you live in the middle of. Yeah. I'm like the Goblin King in Labyrinth. Alright, this is all set up. The only thing that I did, not Kira, is move this ship with 84 above it into the fleet. Now, what should happen is when I retreat from battle, other ships will come in. That's what Google's told me. That's the only bit of advice I've taken, and I took it a few minutes ago. Alright? Hey, Nyalathotep Cat. Wish I could come help you with my big sexy muscles. Oh, you're helping Alison, okay. I'm like the Goblin King in the Labyrinth. Yeah, literally, that an evil gang. Dance, magic, dance. Hey, Perry. All right, let's fight. Okay. So, understanding this interface a little bit, leadership means, I think, I can take 600 troops in total into the battle. Right? So I'm gonna get a small fleet, and then I'm gonna leg it. They aren't for you. They're for us. Okay. No. I don't see you as a student, Nokia. Here. I see you as like a journalist. All right. This looks like more ships this time, anyway. Or maybe it isn't. No, it isn't, is it? Okay. I will maybe not ram quite so much. I don't know whether that's a good idea to always ram.
Ship ready.
What is this? They're battle guns, right? They're space stations. There's the ships. Do you get the echo if it's that speed?
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Well, hell.
You have seized a strategic area.
Course engaged.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Philip Jeffries, yeah. Well, I was for a while. Yeah. Yeah, I got a crazy. Oh, I want to tell you that story now. I want to tell you the Phillips Jeffries story, but alright. I definitely felt like a time slider. But I don't think so many of you know who Philip Jeffries is. One turret lost already. Right, there he is.
Where shall we strike? Heading acknowledged. We serve. Enemy sighted.
We stand ready.
Engaging engines. We wait your command. Coordinates acknowledged.
God, that Space Marine ship's getting absolutely obliterated.
Give us purpose. Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment.
Enemy sighted. Your orders?
Engines engaged.
Whoa. This guy just got obliterated. Alright, let's ram him.
Aye, Admiral. Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, now do I ram straight through on that guy? Hey Demash, thank you. See you later. Twin Peaks, yeah, you know it. You just watched Fire Walk with me for the anniversary. What a great film. And what a great soundtrack. Oh, Angelo. I love that. I think the guy playing on the piano on Fire on the beach is best attributed to Angelo Badalamenti for the Twin Peaks score. I don't know if you've seen that video. If you've not seen the video where Angelo Badalamenti tells the camera how David Lynch directed the music, it's really, really good.
We wait your command.
This guy's so slow. He's such a slow boy.
Ship ready.
Alright, time to clip the tip. Touching tips.
Execute high energy turn.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Enemy sighted.
God, it's such a mess! Alright, come on, slow boy!
We serve.
Okay, maybe we can both ram this guy.
I am listening.
Your orders. We wait your command. Acquiring new vector.
Oh, okay.
Ship ready.
Ship ready.
Execute high energy turn. We serve. Aye, Admiral. Impossible, Admiral. Ship ready. Acquiring new vector.
the enemy. Teleport attack successful. Repositioning.
Maximum burn.
Maximum burn. Yeah, that's X. Yeah. All right. I think we're good with that guy. Right, repair, emergency repairs.
We serve. We wait your command. Execute high energy turn.
We wait your command.
Understood.
Where shall we strike?
Setting course. Your orders? We wait your command.
Alright, that's that done. Still got a little bit left. Little bit left.
Ship ready. We serve.
Yeah!
Changing course. Aye, Admiral.
Yes!
I am listening.
Okay, the engines are gone. We need to escape.
Tactical withdrawal.
Tactical withdrawal, you see, not running away.
Ship ready.
Your orders?
We serve. Engaging engines.
Warp drive disabled.
No! The Marines! The Marines!
Your orders? Boarding teams have crippled the enemy. Course engaged.
We serve.
Acquiring new vector. Aye, Admiral. Ship ready. We wait your command. Our borders have caused internal damage.
Our borders have caused internal
We
damage.
serve. Underway.
Alright, smash through that. Woo.
Your orders?
No, missed him. Oh.
All ahead full.
Yes!
25% of strategic areas.
We wait your command. Heading acknowledged. Aye, Admiral. Understood. Ship ready. Setting course. Your orders? We wait your command.
Enemy sighted!
Aye, Admiral. Coordinates acknowledged. Heading acknowledged.
Yes!
Burn retros. We serve.
Logan Healer, sorry not sorry, skill issues, too locked in, fix my hair next, very angry with me, the ramming wins again. Yeah, I did say I wasn't gonna ram, and then I proceeded to ram everything.
Ready.
There he is, there he is.
Your orders?
And the
Setting course.
Space Marines have been repaired.
Launch Thunderhawks.
Understood. Cruising speed set. We wait your command.
Enemy sighted.
Aye, Admiral.
Give us purpose.
Course engaged. Your orders?
Setting course.
Ship ready.
Maximum burn.
Maximum burn!
Engaging engines.
Your orders?
Changing course. We wait your command. We serve.
Shields
your
down.
Maximum burn.
Ramming speed.
Underway. Heading acknowledged. Aye, Admiral.
Cruising speed set.
Your orders? Engaging engines.
Acquiring new vector.
Ship ready. Course engaged. We serve.
Underway!
All ahead full.
Is it gone? No way! No, it's not. It's getting stealthed.
Understood.
Where shall we strike? We wait your command.
Changing course. Aye, Admiral. Setting course. Reporting successful boarding action.
Can't take much more!
Your orders? We wait your command. Coordinates acknowledged. Your orders?
The punishment for disobedience is death.
Heading acknowledged. Ship ready. Setting course. Maximum burn.
Aye, Admiral.
Boarding teams have crippled the enemy.
Scraping it.
Aye, Admiral. We serve.
Beginning warp jump.
Your orders? Impossible, Admiral. Understood. We wait your command. Assault crews report success. Aye, Admiral.
Come on, come on, come on. Go, go, go. Alright, so I should have new ships.
Ship ready. All ahead full. Changing course. We wait your command.
So where are the other ships? How do I get the other ships in? Right. I'm gonna hang on. It's like you've never been in an aeroplane pilot before. You're just looking at those dials, and they're just flashing at you, and it's just mad. I need reinforcements. I should be able to call reinforcements in, I'm sure. Why won't it let me?
Aye, Admiral.
Does anyone know? New ship just posted on AO3. Does anybody know how I call reinforcements?
Your orders? We serve.
Because these things screwed me up last time.
Ship ready.
You get a new ship by thinking about kissing. Not a single person in chat has played this game. Yes, and you want to become a pilot. Yeah, it's exactly like that. Battlefleet for dummies. Marry one of your children off to get reinforcements. More ramming and the ships come. Look, I nearly won this last time, but I lost it because they should show up. Reddit said they should show up.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic
Where is it?
points.
There's fire.
Your orders?
There's my ship. Where's that? Get in! Wrong stream for Marriage Alliance. Do I trust everything I read on Reddit? Hey Jay. You want to help, you're going to have to fish Dan's eyeliner out. Dan doesn't know how to play this game, you kidding me?
Aye, Admiral. We serve. Course engaged. We wait your command. Engaging engines. ready. Course engaged.
Yeah, there we are. This guy. The Triumph of Erebus. Oh, we're in. Okay, alright. I know how to play this game.
Coordinates acknowledged. Setting course. Ship ready. Execute high energy turn. Underway.
Destroy!
Rocket failing. Reserve.
No! Oh god. Oh god. Oh man, I screwed that up at the last minute. Don't tell Reddit. Oh fuck. Oh no. That was you were telling the media right now, all the media.
You dog!
All the media. And Reddit's like, I know how to play this game 5 seconds later. Dear passengers, we are telling Reddit. Shame. Fuck.
Fuck at me, you dog!
I nearly had that. Oh, thank you, Lady Maiden. Thank you for the shame shower. You're on the phone with CNN. Ramstvan is dead. There is no Istvan goat. Send a raven to Reddit. Fuck. I jinxed myself. That's literally what happened. I'm bringing in more people to see your shame. Thank you, Lady Maiden. Everybody gather. You're forwarding this to your colleagues. I rammed quite a lot there. I rammed a lot. Have you arrived in time for a public shaming? I just screwed up the end there. I nearly had it. I'm gonna have to do it again. Alright, I'm just gonna take 5 minutes to Brad Astra myself, then I'll tell you the story and then I'll try again. Ah man, thank God I'm in such a positive mood. Because that could have broken me. It really could have. Thank God that you're emailing this to your co-workers and CCing the governor. Oh, your state governor. You've not got the slightest idea how it works. Here he goes with the stalling. Yeah, I know. And then I got a story. And then we can do story time. And then I can talk about tea. You're calling your local representative. I nearly had that again. Woo! Hype train. Then we can watch you pack the boxes. Yeah, that'll probably be better. I think this is maybe my worst game now. What do you reckon, gang? Which game do I suck the most at? Then suddenly stream is over and we barely touch the game. The dice? Yeah, but I didn't find... Yeah, I've got dice. Why? Google says CEO of Reddit is some dude named Steve. I'm calling him now. Stray, even though you finished it. What? I was good at Stray. Are you kidding me? Press Q to pro the game.
Fuck at me, you
My greatest skill is Alan Wake generators. Woohoo! Hype Rams. Failing is setting the vibe. Thank you, Lady Maiden. That's all I'm doing. I'm creating 40k ambience. We've changed the game on Thursday, just so you know, because we've got short time on Thursday, myself and the media team. So we decided not to do Hot Dog Henry this week. So we're going to postpone that for Trebuchet Thursday till next week. And we'll swap that afternoon slot for Crusader Kings 3. So if you want to see that kind of failure. That will be Thursday, but hopefully, maybe Lurking, you can make it because it's later in the day. I don't know what your schedule is, but it's 5 until 6:30. Oh no! All right. Give me a short break, so I don't rage. And the game's gone. All right, let me try and get it back. Now it's popped up. All right. So let's just recite the the mantra. Okay. I'm steady, calm. I slept well, no bad dreams. I am active and engaged. I'm aware of my surroundings and those in my immediate sphere. I'm attentive. I am focused on the essentials to the exclusion of all else. I am unsure of the future, but I am not concerned. I will rely on those closest to me, and I will share their burdens as they share mine. I will live, and I will love. There you go. It's a little bit of Brad Astra.
Bark at me, you dog!
Live, laugh, love. Eat, love, pray. He made a new post-it note to put next to the hubris ones. Thank you, Brad Astra. He's got that really, really measured tone, though. I can't copy that in American, I don't think. I can only do high-octane Americans. I don't know how to play a calm American. I think maybe Brad Astra's giving us a real bit of acting there. He sucks at playing so bad he started chanting. Rim, ram, rip. Ram, ram, pray. Alright, yeah, so there was this moment where I was just watching The Return, actually, for the first time. And I was getting towards the end. And Philip Jeffries was playing on my mind a lot. And I don't want to spoil it, but it's very difficult to spoil The Return because it's so crazy. I mean, I can't tell you the story per se. I could just give you a few bullet points. But yeah, and I got this part. Well, it wasn't a part. I got like a opportunity to go for a part, but I'd been hired to read the screen direction for the Carnival Row episodes 1 and 2 at the Marriott with Orlando and Cara and a bunch of others, and like one of the top casting directors in London and a local representation as well, writers, producers. It was great. And I talked to the director, and he was John Amiel. He's the guy who directed Singing Detective, which is quite old school, but he's like a really established director. And I was like, how do you want to do it then? Because I was basically reading the camera. So I was kind of narrating, and all the actors did all the lines. And he's like, do it like a radio play, darling. Anyway, on the way to this, it was one of those like supreme Glass Bandit moments where I was like super out of my level. And I was just trotting down the street, and I was just sliding through time, and I just really connected with Philip Jeffries. It was a big step up for me, but it was interesting. Carnival Row was a very interesting thing, and I got cast off the back of that for that role, Crab, who's quite interesting. As I said, in the second season, they were going to kind of like piece a character together for me, but the pandemic it wasn't called Butterscotch. What was he called? Butterworth? No, Mr. Something. It was a very steampunky name. Beechworth, maybe. Beechworth. And, but yeah, the pandemic smashed it up, but it was so, well, okay, the pandemic wasn't funny, but the day when the lockdowns happened, they happened during, like, the filming of Carnival Row, and it was super panicked. And I remember getting a call from my friend, and I looked out the window of my little van, actor van, and there were all these, like, fantasy creatures just running backwards and forwards trying to get shit filmed. I think Bloom was on top of a railway car or something at that point. It was crazy. They were trying to finish, like, they were just trying to film whatever. But yeah, then the banhammer landed, and that was it. That was it for a while. And when they came back, they reshot loads, and there were continuity problems and so on. So Beechworth, or whatever his name was, got lost. I never got to witness Michael Horse in the flesh. No.
Look at me, you dog.
Yeah. Well, I look quite different there as well because I'm acting. 28 years later. Yeah. We can do that. Yeah. It was the first one. I really liked the first one, and it made more sense of the second one, definitely. But I'll do that. I'll try, because we've only got 45 minutes, and I'm aware people are here for Battlefleet. I'm gonna have another go at this, and then I'll chat about 28 years later for a little bit. Oh, look at the time! I've conveniently talked to the end of the stream. Goodbye, guys. Uninstalls game forever. All right, not Kira. All right. You're baiting me. We're gonna do this. You're here for battle chat. Okay. I'm inflamed. Not Kira's inflamed me. I'm going to seek my revenge. No, don't. You don't have to apologise, Jade. It's just I'll have to scatter my monologues around a little bit because I know some people are here for the game. Every enemy ship is Kira. Ooh. Kira's the masturbator. Live, I will love, I will pray. I am at peace with my surroundings. I am active and engaged. I am focused on the essentials to the exclusion of all else, so apologise if I lock in here. You're all here for Kira anyway, yeah. Yeah, but Kira needs a target. The points have moved. Alright, team.
Engaging engines. Underway. Setting course.
Oh, wait. Press the wrong button.
Heading acknowledged. Course engaged. We wait your command.
Engaging engines. Ship ready.
Coordinates acknowledged. Ship ready. Aye, Admiral.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Understood.
One turret lost again. Bastards.
Your orders? You have seen.
I haven't even fought an orc yet. You want to see rage? You wait till I start fighting the orcs.
We serve.
If we get there.
Changing course.
I am active and engaged.
Where shall we strike? Coordinates acknowledged.
Tactical cogitators.
Launch Thunderhawks.
Aye, Admiral. Coordinates acknowledged.
God, this ship gets knackered every time. This.
Underway.
Your orders? Execute high energy turn. Heading acknowledged.
I am listening.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Setting course. We wait your command. All ahead, full. Enemy sighted. Engaging engines.
Whoa, 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 whoa. He's dodging the ram. He's dodging the ram. He's dodging the ram. You ain't dodging that ram.
Underway. Ship ready. Course engaged. We wait your command.
We wait your command.
Execute high energy turn. Understood.
Okay.
Your orders? Enemy sighted!
Your orders? Damage team, begin repairs now! Aye, Admiral. Enemy ship crippled by the lightning strike. We serve. Setting course. We wait your command. Coordinates acknowledged. Ship ready. Cruising speed set.
Give us purpose!
Give us purpose.
Execute high energy turn.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Aye, Admiral. We serve.
Your orders? Engaging engines.
Alright, this guy's done.
Heading acknowledged.
Drifting Hulk, you're dead. Okay.
Your orders?
Heading acknowledged. Aye, Admiral. Ship ready. We serve.
Oh, I just skimmed him! I just skimmed him! No, no, no! I didn't even clip the tip! Alright, let's get that guy.
Ship ready.
Changing course. Your orders?
Alright, that's rammed.
Aye, Admiral. Underway. Acquiring new vector. Course engaged.
We wait your command.
Heading acknowledged. Changing course. Execute high energy turn. We wait your command. Setting course. Understood.
Alright, we got him, we got him, we got him.
We serve. Underway.
The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic points. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Yeah, alright.
The enemy is seizing one of your strategic areas.
Bastards!
Ship ready. Coordinates acknowledged.
We serve.
Engaging engines. Your orders? Hold course. We serve. Aye, Admiral.
All ahead, full.
Towards the enemy. We wait your command. We serve. Maximum burn. Your orders? Ship ready. Underway.
Ship ready. Engines engaged.
Aye, Admiral.
The enemy has seized a strategic.
Give us purpose.
The stream has watching Monkey at the Zoo vibes.
We serve.
What have I become?
Aye, Admiral.
Changing course. All ahead, full. Our boarders have caused internal damage. Ship ready. We wait your command.
Understood.
Are my engines
Your
gone?
orders? Initiate emergency repairs.
Changing course.
We serve. Impossible, Admiral. Coordinates acknowledged.
Your orders?
The enemy has seized a strategic area. The enemy has accumulated 50% of strategic points.
Understood.
Enemy sighted.
Oh man, this is nearly destroyed.
Understood.
I'm doing significantly worse.
Impossible, Admiral.
Where shall we strike?
We wait your command.
Moving to position. To where we are needed.
Marines!
Aye, Admiral.
Heading acknowledged.
Ship ready.
Course engaged. I am listening. Acquiring new vector.
We serve. Acquiring new vector.
Give us purpose.
Your orders? Maximum burn. Plotting retreat. We wait your command.
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment.
Your orders? Boarding teams have crippled the enemy. Reporting successful boarding action.
Fuck!
Engaging engines.
Ship ready.
underway.
Spire can't die. Spire can't
ready.
die.
Heading acknowledged.
Show us the enemy.
Setting course. All ahead, full. Course engaged.
The enemy has accumulated 75% of strategic
Fuck!
We serve. Ship ready.
Coordinates acknowledged. Aye, Admiral.
Understood.
Oh, he just got away from me again.
Where shall we strike?
Underway.
Oh, I'm going to lose on victory points. This is insane.
The enemy is close to victory. by
Oh my
strategic
god.
points.
We
Is that
wait
gonna
your
help?
command.
No.
Seized a strategic area.
Setting course.
Ah! No, I lost again. I lost on victory points this time. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh, alright. An hour of shame. Maybe you should try solitaire, buddy. Didn't ram enough. But did I die heroically? This guy sucks at spaceships. Barely rammed at all. Shame tinkles. Defeat. You did amazing. Alright, thanks, Nokira. Alright. I might have reached my threshold, so maybe I'll just talk for a little bit. I'm steady, I'm calm. I slept well, no bad dreams. I am active and engaged. I'm aware of my surroundings and those in my immediate sphere. I'm attentive. I am focused on the essentials to the exclusion of all else. Though I'm not going to rage quit. I'm not going to rage quit. I'm not going to rage quit. Go on a break and switch it to easy. I'm not switching it to easy because I'm never going to live it down. I'm never going to live that down. I'm a majestic golden dragon. Yeah, this is it. Positive affirmations. This is what we want, Polar Pandy. Yes. Yes to affirmation. Or I'm not I'm not going to turn it onto easy. I can't play it on easy because strangers on the internet will continue to play it. I'm just not going to play the game. Alright? I will find a reason and I'll explain. Maybe we'll try some new 40k games. Space Marine 2 is very popular. Can have a crack at that. I said we would try a bunch of different games. Maybe this is the end for Battlefleet Gothic Armada. I don't know. Right, I'm going to take another short break of about 2 minutes. And then I'm going to talk about 28 years later. And whatever else you guys want to know. Because I'm not going to do this again. I have to practice. You can't watch me practicing live a game like this. It's really complicated. I've got no flight manual. You are beautiful, you are powerful, you are deserving of our love. Thank you, yes. Sorry, I don't have an airship driving license so I don't get in trouble with the law. I'm going to practice all summer. Look, I can practice for about, I reckon it'll take me about 5 hours. Play Infinity Nicky, it's got dress up in unicorns. Would Logan ever play a spooky game like RE? Can he be spooked? Resident Evil, I'm not I had a bad experience with a friend playing Resident Evil a long time ago, and I think I have a kind of neuronal aversion to that game, so no to Resident Evil. Hello Kitty Island Adventure is coming very soon, yeah. That's coming for sure. Brought up bad memories, I apologise. Imagine playing Resident Evil when you're trapped in a house with like 2 Kunos and 1 Kuno S. And it's on a loop. It's on a loop and you can't escape. And it's like hours and hours and hours. That's Evil Gang, brother. My friend took a severe injury that night. Alright, okay. Give me a minute. I'm back. Don't say that I'm bad at the game. I'm not allowed to practice, Dr. Moomin. They won't let me practice, so I have to practice live so they can hurl abuse at me. That's how it is here. Well, it's only a short stream, and I only have... so I've taken short breaks. But Jade's been requesting, and a few of you have been requesting a little bit of my review, if you like. Not review, but a take on Bone Temple. If you haven't watched it, you may want to disappear now. This is 28 years later, the first part and the second part. I'm not bad at the game. Skill issue. Okay, muting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's your warning. Spoilers. This might chat for a while on this. You don't know what any of this is. It's the final installment, which is 2 parts, which I wasn't aware of, the 28 Days Later franchise. And I thought that there was a film called 28 Months Later that I'd missed. That's how off I was on this one. 28 Weeks has got some good acting in it, I think, Jade. I think I had some time for it because he's a great actor, whoever plays Begbie from Trainspotting. I can't remember his name, but he's a really good actor, and he's done a few things. He did Guy Fawkes, TV series on Guy Fawkes. He also did one, I think he played Hitler as well. Yeah, is it Robert Carlyle? So I thought here's 2 years and 4 months later. Yeah, great opening sequence. Yeah, it was really arresting, the opening sequence. Some of it was a bit messy after that, I think. The compound and everything, I think they got a bit too kind of broad in their focus. You didn't like the rest of the movie. Okay, yeah, the rest of the movie wasn't as good. But obviously, the last one was in 2 parts. I wasn't aware of that, so I was kind of like confused. I thought that was the first. I thought it was the only film that I was watching. So yeah, I got a bit confused about that. And what I wanted in it was though kind of iconic cinematography style that they had in 28 Days Later, and with the Bone Temple. I wanted zombies running around the Bone Temple. I wasn't why there was it was a bit of an anticlimax, and but I got that in the first part, so I'm super happy. There was that moment in the first part, so I understand now, and I understand that I think it's a little bit trite to have your message of the film that humans are worse than the zombies just because it's been done so much. It's very much like a Last of Us thing, right? Where the humans and their disintegrating society cause as many problems for people or more than the actual thing that was the threat. And it was an attempted humanizing of the victims or humanizing of the zombies, the patients. And I thought that was treated really well. Because it could have been cringe, I think. But, God, what's his name? Fiennes did a fantastic job as this weird, eccentric, still holding it together kind of thing. And took a class on apocalyptic fiction in college. We talked about monsters and horror always reflect real-life cultural fears. One of the first horror movies to come out, 9/11, and kickstarted the modern zombie craze. I found it interesting breaking all that down and examining it. Yeah, it's a great film. It's the fast zombies were invented, right, with 28 Days Later. But that was the first encounter of the fast zombies. But anyway, I think it's overly done. But they added a really interesting take on it, which was this idea of that it's a mental disease, that it's causing hallucinations, that it's affecting the mind. So what the infected saw was like, you know, demons and horrors and all this kind of stuff. So that's why they were behaving the way they were, because it affected the mind. So he kind of was coming up with a treatment for the mind, which was really sensitively done with the alpha zombie. I thought that was really nicely done. Love analysis. What happened to American country music post 9/11 becoming patriot slob? Yeah. So I thought in the first one I really liked that there's a kind of speciation happening over this time with the zombies. That they're clearly giving birth, and that there are new zombies evolving, like the ones that can't run very fast are just crawling around on the earth, eating worms and becoming like a different type of creature. So I think that was maybe a Resident Evil type reference. The whole torture stuff, the extreme torture scenes, I don't really like them. I don't vibe with that. I find that quite uncomfortable in films when it just goes nuts with that, because I like horror, and I like gore if it's like splatter gore, but I don't really like people like flaying other people. That's a bit much for my tastes personally. Well, it's one of the reasons why I found Martyrs so disturbing, and it's probably in my top 3 horror films now. If you haven't seen that film, Martyrs, it was I know it was meant to make me uncomfortable. It succeeded, but I don't enjoy that so much. KCD has a good balance of gore and tastefulness. But in Martyrs, right, where the end, I don't want to spoil that because I haven't given a warning, but if you haven't watched that film, that's really, really bad. And there's a little bit of flaying in that. But that's a very, very intense film with another kind of mental angle and a really interesting twist. A bit kind of MK Ultra adjacent as well, if you like that kind of thing. Like a super extreme 11 type scenario. I would say that was like a brutal kind of realist take, maybe. Because if you look into these actual files, you know, the experiments they were doing on people, Stranger Things-esque experiments in mental homes and in children's homes, really disgraceful activities. They were getting up to all sorts of terrible things. Yeah, all right, Alison. Yeah, you're saying it. Although I just felt that maybe they were pushing it a little bit with that. But again, if you like that and it's what you expect from a film, that's fine. And the take on Jimmy Savile being the bad guy was brilliant. That was outstanding. And all that kind of like weird, you know, kind of like society that's forming because this kid lost his parents when he's 4. He had no idea about society, so he's kind of grown up in a post-apocalyptic kind of Mad Max worldview. That was great. Yeah, well, then we're going into really the treacherous territory, I think, if I start giving you my feedback on the end of Martyrs. Yes, Martyrs is the French film, 2015. Yeah, it's really, really, really horrible. Descent is great. Yeah, I enjoyed Descent. But anyway, do you want to ask me anything in specific, Jade? Or it's also a way to make the audience realise and ponder upon the fact that Jimmy now has no idea the world should work and just applies his own logic. Yeah, exactly, Jade. And I thought the way in which Fiennes kind of plays with that and like traps him with that, because he knows he's doing it. He knows Savile, or whatever his name's character was, knows he's kind of like playing with reality and history a bit anyway, semi-aware of that. Oh, there's an American remake. Yeah, watch the French. Real horror is pregnancy. Hey, Public Universal Goon. What did I think about the first ending? I thought it was great. And then it made sense for the second part. It was lovely. It had great tones and everything. It's just, I don't know. It's very hard to do something new, isn't it? In this genre, and so it all feels a bit like a comment on other things. A bit like Ad Astra, right? Ad Astra is really a pastiche of different, space films like Space Odyssey or Event Horizon. There's even Liv Tyler in it, right? So there's a reference to Armageddon in Ad Astra. So that was a bit, I felt that didn't have anything, right? There was no core. The core of it was Brad trying to remain calm. Projecting period cramps to Isfan because he's having a female body is body horror in itself. It's a radicalised chat today. Where did this inexplicable feminist agenda come from? Can I ask how old you think Isfan was when he lost his family? Yeah, I think he was around the same age as the others. Because it's all about parallels, right? So I think that probably 15, 16, maybe 18, somewhere between that. Someone was asking how old Eric was, and you know, like if you want to make your story really, really dark and everything, I understand why you might want to go for a younger Eric. I looked into what was realistic. I think the youngest Eric could have been when he was like joining the army. Basically, he was probably 12. I had a look at like medieval soldiers, but that's a very, very low end. But sorry, it always feels extra uncomfortable when. Okay, no, my chat's scrolling up. I think he was younger. You think he was younger? Yeah. I mean, again, my take on it is not. I don't think it's the standard take on Hysteric, and I think there's a broad church of opinions on this. I obviously we don't get the information. We don't get like a fact file dossier. As I said before, you have to kind of put this together in your head if you want to make a good performance and whatever the director is giving you on the day. But in terms of like killing his parents and taking him as a lover, right? That's the most brutal reading. It seems to be like the basic one that Henry and other players kind of tend to pick up. I think there are a few things that can change that, and obviously it's more complicated than that because Eric is explaining that it's more complicated than that, and Istvan is explaining that it's more complicated than that. So I didn't believe that he was personally responsible for killing his parents. In the same way he wasn't personally responsible for killing Henry's parents. He didn't go in there and stab them, right? I think he was in a raid, and I think it's post his experience with the Janissaries, and I think he was attempting to take orphans from these raids and make them into super weapons, right, through some kind of primitive attempt to copy Janissary training. And we don't get much from the text, so it's about strength. He mentions about strength, right? My parents were weak, Istvan is strong. And so I saw Istvan as a kind of handler, right, for this potential super soldier. And he's copying what he saw or heard about. You know, again, there's two kind of like takes on that as well. Whether they tried to induct Istvan into Janissary training or he just heard about it secondhand. But I think it kind of makes a lot of sense. I also think that his parents, were abusive. I don't think he liked his parents. If they had not been the only one for each other at the time, because their relationship seems to come. No, I think that comes later for Istvan. I think the method, if you're taking orphan children from their families, right, they're at their most vulnerable when they're younger, right? So what they would do is brainwash them. Like basically mind control them, because they were Christian orphans and they were turning them into the deadliest weapon to use against the Christians, right? So I think he was doing something similar to that. So I think to begin with, I think Istvan was probably quite clinical about it. All the stuff. And that's in Martyrs as well, by the way. Martyrs has a similar thing, like the processes that they're going through to break down her mind, right, and rebuild it somehow. I think Istvan did similar things in that sense to make Eric as strong as possible and to get him into this cult of strength. And then with that kind of like secret brotherhood aspect, the secret brotherhood that's saving Europe, that was probably created post Nicopolis in Constantinople. And Sigismund gave some kind of directive to Istvan, gave him some kind of license to do these things. I think he was more of a handler at the beginning, and then that relationship develops later afterwards. And I also think there's something to be said about the homophobic homosexual angle, which we had originally as a take on Istvan. I can't remember who said that, but it was quite common currency at the time. And the way I kind of headcanon that is that, as I said, that Istvan had some kind of homosexual experience the night before the Turks raided his town. And because he was a super religious family, that was considered like heresy or, you know, a cardinal sin or whatever that he was doing. And there's an old legend where the Hungarian families would tell their kids if they weren't good, then the Turks would come and they would take them. So he put two and two together and that happened. And that, I think, then it creates something really toxic with his relationship with his own sexuality, which is really worth exploring as a villain. I think that was pretty good. Istvan was so sure he could talk his way out of Henry killing him by using his Paston. He definitely used the same shit on Eric. Yeah, I agree. Not Kira. And if Henry was maybe had one more apple of IQ, then he would have listened to his. But on his minimum apple build didn't quite allow him to comprehend what Isfan was saying with his rogueries there. One less apple of rage, yeah, maybe. Henry just learned about books. Hey, Leroy! See, I say the word homosexual, and Leroy always manifests in like a cloud of pink gas. Damn, this guy's kind of making sense. Well, yeah, I can answer a silly Isfan question, of course, yeah. But these are my opinions. They're not canon at all, and I just think they're interesting ways of making the story better, rather than having a kind of love at first sight thing between him and Eric. I don't think that's, I don't think that's particularly deep. I think that relationship happening. Talking about Sigismund, it makes me think about while knowing what a puppet king implies. Well, as I said, Isfan would have seen him as just weakening them against the Turks. And that was what they were even saying that. Hanush and Radzig are even saying that to Jobst in the meeting. How long do I think Isfan and Radzig knew each other? Since Nicopolis. I think Radzig abandoned him. I think he was supposed to go. Sorry, what song would modern Isfan lose his virginity to? I think The Cure. Burn from the Crow soundtrack. Gays are using windmills to waft homosexual myths into our homes. Burn, yeah. But he would like that kind of music, wouldn't he? I think he would like things like Depeche Mode. What else? That kind of 80s vibe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just spitballing here. You have Depeche on your hysteric playlist, right? Yeah, you're right. It's perfect. Okay, Deftones are a bit later. And what's that? Is it Flock of Seagulls? I ran so far away, and I ran. Do I like the music of Prince? Yes, I am familiar with Prince, and I do like it a lot. Yeah, Prince is great. No, not exactly. Like, I know more songs than that. I'm not projecting my own experiences there. It's for the whole Isfan goth phase. And the Isfan goth phase is the early part of Isfan's life, and it ends with Nicopolis. And then after Nicopolis, you get into the Isfan Thoth phase, where he's really an intelligentsia, and he's handling the ransoms that occurred after Nicopolis. He's doing all that paperwork, and he's infiltrating Constantinople, and he's infiltrating Turkish cities to find out what's going on. Would he like White Girl music? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Sade Stvan Goth, yeah. Stuff like that, yeah. Ramstvan, I would like a Ramstvan, yeah. Would he dance like a White Girl? Joy Division, yeah, there you go. That's Smiths. Yeah, definitely the Smiths. Hang the DJ, hang the DJ. Bye bye Bad Men, the Stone Roses. Alright, look gang, I've got to move, so thank you for watching my attempt at Ares maxing Battlefleet Gothic Armada. Maybe it's time to move on to a new game. I can get good at this. I got pretty decent at it, but it took quite a while because, as you can see, there's lots of controls, and this is the second one. This is not even the first part. So I can continue to play this and get better in front of you if you want, or we can move on to a different 40k game.
Dog.
But thank you, Jade. No problem. Thank you, Polar Pandy. You'll wait. All right, so and just tomorrow, we're gonna do more misrule soon. I think there's misrule maybe in 2 weeks. Again, and the guys kind of want to make it quite regular. I think so. Expect misrule fortnightly to monthly. I think maximum. For that, and obviously we'll get better and better with the setup as we go on. Thanks for bearing with us through all the teething issues. Short-lived but fun hysteric talk. I can talk more about hysteric. I don't have a problem with it. I'm happy to share my ideas. I like the format of the game. But if you do want a session just chatting on hysteric, that's fine by me. I can jam ideas with you and stuff, but it's just my take on things. It's not what actually happened. But I do think the Thoth through line is the most interesting journey for Istvan, and I think I guess when you have that strange farewell moment, I get why people like it, is you're seeing Istvan without the mask, right? The mask that he wears to do his roguing business. So when he's doing stuff like, "Don't bark at me, you dog," and these kind of lines, that's part of his bluster. That's part of his bluster. The way you have to chuck your weight around. Shouty dog, short shouty dog, right? Gets stuff done. But the real Istvan, without the bluster, not the wine drunk, I want to be corrupt bohemian king, but the core is that Istvan Thoth character, I think. Right, thank you very much. Tomorrow we are with Kitten Beach Extra Democracy. That's still going from 11 till 2. And then we have Istvangelo Thoth after that with Mafia. That'll be here. And I'm getting the internet next week, so the rest of the games this week are going to be here. I'm talking with Michael at the moment. Maybe he's going to get on board with something. We won't start Frog Detective until we have 3 hours, and we'll do it in a 3-hour stream because that's how long the game is, okay? Otherwise, I would put it in this week if we had a slot, but I don't have a big enough window for it. All right, thanks again. Give me any feedback on Battlefleet Gothic Armada, whether you want to see more of it or whether you want to go on with a game where I can look at the chat a bit, because I've got to stay locked in for that game, I'm afraid. All right, bye-bye. Thanks, everybody. See you later.